What is the difference between having a midwife versus an OB lead your pregnancy and birth?
Huge. It's huge. Night and day. An obstetrician is a doctor, a physician. They go to medical school and residency, and they are surgeons. They learn how to do surgery and deal with disease and complications. We need them, right? But the problem is when the vast majority of pregnant moms having babies are healthy, they're having a healthy pregnancy. So when that sort of high risk care is, looking for disease, looking for complications, treating it medically in surgery, if that is applied to people who are well, we have way more high rates of we have the worst maternity and mother baby outcomes in the world, with rising maternal mortality rates, like more mothers dying in pregnancy and birth, in childbirth related to pregnancy, childbirth, worse statistics in terms of baby outcome. And the countries that have the best outcomes in terms of living healthy moms and living healthy babies are the countries in the world that have midwifery care. And Marsden Wagner was the head of World Health Organization, the mother baby aspect of it. And he's very researched and published and he was very outspoken about he loves midwifery care. And he will ask, why? You're a high risk OB. Why do you love midwifery care? He says, look at the statistics. Look at the countries around the world that are getting the best outcomes, having the healthiest moms, healthiest babies. So they have midwives to take care of all the healthy, low risk population, which is the vast majority, leaving the obstetricians free, thank God, right, for the high risk situations. And then we are really serving the entire population. So what is a midwife? We come with the assumption, and there's a lot of research behind this, that having a growing and birthing a baby and breastfeeding a baby is a normal, healthy part of life. So it's not a disease, right? So we learn about how to promote this healthy process. Yes, we learn how to screen for problems because it's a healthy problem. It's like you know how to breathe. Your lungs are breathing, right? We don't need to fix it, right? We just need to encourage you to breathe. So just like your heart beats and you are breathing, your body knows how to grow and birth a baby. It's an extremely transformative event, right, to have a baby, but throughout history, this was done at home. It was just a normal part of life, just like you have your period at home, you make love at home, you have your babies at home. That's just was just a normal part of life. So the paradigm is very different. I was a nurse in a hospital surrounded by OBs, and the paradigm was let's look for problems. Everything is an emergency waiting to happen. Find the complications. It's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Use of a lot of medical intervention, from induction to anesthesia. And most of the births that I was way too much seeing cesarean, an operative delivery, which should be about 5%, really, not more than 10%, even according to the World Health Organization. And in the United States, it's nuts. It's the average is 30% and rising in some parts of New Jersey and New York, and hospitals that I know in my tri-state area, it's upwards of 80, 90%. It's crazy the amount of the high risk of major abdominal surgery for the purpose of having a baby. So as a midwife, when I woke up and went to midwifery school, I learned that birth is normal. You don't fix something that's not broken. The best intervention is no intervention when it's working well. So we're sort of encouraging the mom to safeguard that space around her when she's giving birth, but she has to prepare in advance because we're so cultured to fear birth or to assume something's going to go wrong. We are taught to deal with emergencies, prevent emergencies, help women deal with the complications or prevent them, but like sort of the discomforts or issues along the way, naturally and holistically, all kinds of things to encourage the natural, because we trust, that trust is so embedded in not just we're making it up, it's embedded in the research, right? The more you interfere with the process that's working well, you can create problems. Yes, we can intervene. We know how to intervene and deal with emergencies.
When do you think in the US we went to the other directions?
Birth was moved to the hospital in the late 1900s. y- mm, More the wealthier population, because they could get anesthetic, pain relief. Today, I still want women to feel grateful for modern medicine if there is a serious life threatening complication, right? We don't want to make medical hospitals and medicine and surgery be the enemy, but it's really like, would you do surgery for someone having a period? Like, if someone's having a normal period, do they need medical care? No, they might need some suggestions on how to cope with it, education about what's normal and what's happening. So birth is the same kind of thing. It's a normal, natural part of life. It's the most intense and challenging, uh, natural, healthy thing you'll ever do. We need to support it, right? We need that. That's what midwives do. We're there to sort of safeguard that.